Live from San Diego, this is the Fox 5 Morning News at 7.
And then we are going to meet the local teenager raising thousands of dollars to help families in need. A local girl has raised thousands of dollars to help build a home for a family in Mexico.
Listen up here, people. This is how you do it. She's only 14 years old. Daniela Benitez. Good morning, Daniela. Welcome, welcome. We were just telling you, when I was 14, I was playing Nintendo. When she was 14. Who remembers what she was doing back then? But good for you. Tell me what this is all about. You're helping raise money to build a house for a family in Mexico. How did this all come about?
Well, last year I went with my school and we went and raised all the money and went to build a house. And after going to Mexico and seeing their living conditions, so they were living in like one little shack, a family of 5, one mattress on the floor, the little girl showing us she sleeps on the dirt floor. When it rains, it pours inside of their house and they all get soaked and they have no running water, no bathroom. So after seeing that with my own eyes, it really impacted me and made me want to go and keep helping. And so the next morning I told my mom, I want to build my own house and raise the money myself with all our family and friends. So I got together 16 people that I love and that I knew would help me, and we all raised $1,000 each.
I think I need to talk to your mom after this segment and take some notes on how my kids and my daughter can make that same, because that's usually not what you hear from a 14-year-old who does that. Okay, so you're working with Build a Miracle.
Yeah.
What do they do exactly? How do they help in this?
So Build a Miracle is a nonprofit that takes people that are willing to raise the money, and so they get donations of $16,000. So I was emailing back and forth with
You
Mrs.
had to get
North.
16,000?
Yes.
So if you got 16,000,
they organize everything.
Wow.
they would. Oh, this is great. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how long did it take you to raise that money?
It took 2 months, so over the summer we raised all the money, and
Look
then
at you.
I turned it in to Mrs. North. She's the Build a Miracle person, and we just worked together to organize all the dates, and we went and built.
It gives you a little perspective when you went and you saw how other people live in other parts of the world, and you come back home and it's like, wow, we're so lucky here.
Yes.
We're so lucky. You kind of understand why people want to come to the U.S. From those circumstances. Not only did you help raise this money, but then you're like, you know what? Do you know how to use a hammer? I mean, I guess you do now. I'm going to go there and help actually build this house. What was that like for you?
Going and building it was really amazing, because instead of just putting our money towards something, we got to actually go and see where it goes and see, how much this is changing the family's life. And we get to be with the family and they actually help us build. And I was talking to one of the families when we were there on Saturday, and they said, it's not only amazing that you guys are raising all this money, but that you guys are down here getting your hands dirty with us.
Because everybody can write a check, everybody can feel bad and raise money and then disconnect, but you're like all in. I'm like, okay, here's the money. Now I'm gonna come. What's your did you know how to work with tools and hammers and things like that before?
So again, Build a Miracle, they organize everyone to come and help us, and all the families in Mexico, they come and help. And we made cement from scratch, so we get the cement and make that and pour that, and then we go back the third time. Someone goes in between to hammer and stuff.
You're pouring cement?
We go back the third time and paint it and add in furniture.
Okay, so I have a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
'Cause this is.
She always does.
How long did it take you to build it?
About 3 months.
3 months.
And how many times did you have to go back?
Twice.
Just twice. Where was it in Mexico?
In Tijuana.
Okay, so you just drove over with your family, and then
You're making Daniela feel like she's going to get tested on this later.
No,
Like,
I'm
why
not getting
is she
tested.
taking
I'm getting
notes?
information, because if this is, if a 14-year-old can do this, it makes me excited that there might be somebody else, like another youngster who's watching right now and says, I can do this. I can raise $16,000. So I want to see how doable. Hold on, I have more questions.
Wait a minute.
3 months, twice, Tijuana, and then how often when you went there, you stay one time or one night or 2 nights? How long did you go?
We just go during the day. So 7 a.m. we meet somewhere. We all go over together.
You spend the day
building a house.
And we finish by 4 o'clock-ish.
Let me ask you something. Were you surprised? Because again, in San Diego, you hear about how expensive the housing is, and every house is so, and then you realize all it takes was $16,000 and you make that difference in somebody's life and you build an entire house for them for that amount of money. Was that just shocking to you based on what it costs to live in San Diego? Just across the border?
It really does. It's crazy how much of a difference there is across the border, and how you go over there and you see how poor everything is, and then I get to come back to my house and I just feel so lucky.
I know.
Wow.
And it's so easy to do it there. So if I could, I'd love to do it here one day, but it's a little more difficult.
Did you meet you met the family after their house was built?
Yeah.
And what was it like for you? Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at the mom and the kids. Look what you do when
Wait a
you
minute.
see.
Come on, Daniela, you didn't tell me you brought this video. Now we need tissue.
When you see this and you see the impact that you've made 14, I can just imagine what you're going to do in the future. What is that like for you to see that? Look at this.
Yeah, I got to see her on Saturday again, and it's crazy how much of a difference there is. They're so much happier.
Oh, no, don't cry. Oh. Daniela?
I can't with this. Daniela, I can't with this. You know, we're very emotional.
We are. We love
really
good
are.
people, and especially at a young age. Thank you for being amazing. Thank
Wait
you
a minute.
for.
I want, before she leaves, because this is something special here.
Yes.
If you could talk to I was going to say talk to other kids.
Yes.
But I'm going to say just talk to other people,
Including
even
grown-ups.
What would you tell them about how you could just care for other people so much that you would want to do something
good
like this?
question.
What would you tell? Go ahead, that's your camera.
I would probably say that a big part is just being inspired. So you have to find something that inspires you and that you're passionate about. And once you find that thing, it'll really drive you to do anything you want.
Daniela?
That's it. Can I vote for her? Are you running for governor? What is happening?
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You can support Daniela. We do have a link on fox5sandiego.com. Click the Scene on tab. She'll build more houses. She'll do amazing things. Maybe one day run for the president of the United States.
Is your mom here? I mean,
Yeah, Mom, can we talk a commercial break? I need some notes.
it's like it's cool, but you're
Where's
14 and it's good for you. But then as parents, we always wonder, well, has she always been like this, Mom? Just thumbs up or thumbs down? She's always been kind of this generous?
Oh, I love it.
It's like, how do you do that? But like, how do you raise a kid like this? Daniela, how do you raise a kid like you?
I don't know.
Okay, well, all right, we'll try to take notes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. It's really
That's
awesome.
awesome.